start live in just a few moments. Remember that with your mics on.
Let me know when you're ready.
Did you just shut it off? Did you just shut your microphone off? Yeah, we're live. Okay. Go ahead.
We live?
We're live.
Okay, calling the October 20, 2025 Utility Service Board meeting to order. This time stand, face the flag, and do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag, the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, call the roll, please.
Terry Thompson.
Here.
Roger Hughes.
Here.
Lindsay Morris. Matt Hurley. Don Stewart.
Here. Okay, at this time, I have a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Well, you got to approve the minutes from September 15th and October 6th.
Yes, 2 meetings.
I make a motion to approve the minutes from September 15th and October 6th.
Okay, Don makes a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Roger seconds. Any discussion, corrections, additions? All in favor? Motion carries 4-0. Ms. Meter.
Hi.
You could just out here. You don't have to.
I have never been to one of these things and I'm really nervous.
We won't bite.
I received my water bill. It is over $500. They told me that from August 21st to the 24th, my water was running nonstop, using 7,900 gallons per day. That is almost 24,000 gallons of water that was nowhere in my yard or in my house. So I'm at the very minimal, how can somebody just look into this, make it make sense to me? Because I do not understand.
Well, the meters that we're using now are electronic radio read. They are very accurate. How long we had them? Well, 5 years, 4 years. And well, since 17 longer than that, we have had very, very few instances of misreads with the meters. Now, I'm not saying that it can't happen, but looking at the usage, it all happens within a very short period of time. From this 21st until August 24th is when the excessive usage is showing in the meter.
Mm-hmm.
So water had to be going someplace.
Right.
I
mean, you would have seen a pond in my yard.
How many toilets do you have in your house?
2.
2?
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing how much water will go through a leaky flush valve. You know, the round thing that actually lifts up when you flush the toilet, and then it goes back down and seals the tank.
Mm-hmm.
If that's leaking, it's amazing how much water will go through one of those in a 24-hour period.
So in January, the coldest month of the year, I received a notice that said, "Hi, Miss Metter, we realize you're using more water than average.
Mm-hmm.
Give us a call if you filled up a pool." So I called, most certainly not filling up a pool. It's January.
No.
So she told me to check the toilets, and I did that. I had both of them replaced. So why am I receiving a notice in January when there's ice on the ground, opposed to why would have nobody reached out to me about this?
Did she not get a notice this time?
I never received a notice.
Yes, when we did the high-low report, she was on the high-low. A letter was sent out. Whether you got it or not, I don't know.
I understand. You can't fight the mail.
Right. Also, on the letter that you received in January, it's kind of just like a ding letter. So we don't change it. We leave that pool on there because sometimes people fill their pool.
I understand, but that was sent in January.
Right. Yeah. And there was a letter sent out this billing also, well, not this billing, but when we first got the reads in
Mhm.
for the October.
I never received that. I did receive a notice in the mail the day that I called you guys about the error on the bill date due. So I received that.
And
I
you-
received my bill. I never received anything about high usage that I received in January and called in on. Another problem that just I'm struggling with is the house left to me is being completely regutted, whatever he's doing down there. I don't know, but I know he's been there for months, and all hours of the day he has water coming out of his yard. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm getting his bill, but it's just very ironic to me.
What is your address?
My address is 329 Norris Avenue.
you know what his is, and I can look his account up.
I tried to get it on my way here. I do not. It is the house. If you're coming from state, it's to my left.
I'm gonna pull up GIS. Mhm.
What if it's such thing that he is stealing water from you?
I don't know. I know it's very ironic. I'm used to paying $100 water bill and I'm getting charged
I understand
for
that.
5 months for 3 days.
Is it the like brownish yellow green, the brick with the 2-car garage? Or is it, am I going the wrong way?
It's kind of hard to say because the people that moved in on the right, they repainted everything.
Okay.
The house to the left is not brown, not green. It's white.
I misspoke. I didn't mean green. I don't know where that was even coming from. So, looking at this map, is it this house?
Yes.
Okay. And not this house.
No.
Okay.
That one's mine.
So it's this house.
That's
So
the
it would
house.
be 325 Norris, Charlie and Jennifer St. John.
Sounds about right. I do
Okay.
not know who they are. I know the owners have not been there since he
I
has
know.
been there.
I know, yeah, know him well.
325 Norris.
Well, if that's who owns the house, I guarantee he's not stealing water.
No,
Unless he's renting it. Who did she say?
sounds like it's been flipped.
Mhm.
They're getting a water bill as well. So
Is the house empty? Is it big renovated?
I have a tenant, renter information.
Pardon me?
I have renter information and landlord information on this account. So, how it works, if you had just opened your account, like if you just moved in and your neighbor had just moved in, and at that point, if your meter numbers were switched in the system, I would agree that maybe you're getting billed for his consumption and he's getting billed for yours. However, it's not going to happen in the middle of the year. You're not going to get charged your consumption, then all of a sudden get charged his. It doesn't work like that.
It almost looks like something was fixed on the 24th, because it just went back
Yeah,
to
the usage just
normal
stops.
usage. It
Yeah,
went back
it
down.
goes back to normal.
But I have done nothing different. So like, how do I make this make sense to me?
No,
I've
I
not
understand what you're saying.
I've not changed anything.
Mhm.
So how did that happen for 3 days and now I'm just back normal?
Yeah. Will, do you have any thoughts?
That's, I mean, 300 gallons plus an hour, it's only 2 flushes, so it's hard. I've seen brand new toilets all, fresh line at Stearns that go in and there's bad. I'm not saying that's what that is, but I have seen.
It's odd that it would start and then all of a sudden stop.
I would,
For
yeah.
Especially if like one was new or the water got shut off to it or some repair or something, got some repairs. Some of those flappers have a concave bottom where they'll hold air, keep it up.
And then it just happened to be running correctly, and it could happen again.
And sometimes they'll get iron and calcium scale build up, and after so many times of going up and down, that calcium will break off and seal again, or cause another leak. The flappers are, honestly, there should be better type of technology than what it is.
You know, they've been the technology for decades, you know.
I guess that's all I have.
What would you recommend, Will? We want to try to help you if there's any way possible, if there is a help that we can provide.
So pretty much, it's just my toilet that I'm just gonna continuously have this issue. I truly don't understand.
I mean, look at the 30-day consumption law, it's, when they go in for a certain amount of time and stopping, they typically really only two applications in the house that cycle like that, either a water softener that's not generating correctly, or
Do you have a water softener?
No.
No, okay. How much was your bill? $523, is that correct?
That sounds right.
Let me look it back up. 523.30. If I divide that by 6 for a 6-month payback, $87.16 a month. Would you? I don't expect you to be able to pay.
I'm just gonna pay it.
Okay, that's fine. Just know that there is payment
Appreciate it.
options, because I couldn't pay a $500 water bill and my mortgage in the same month. So I get it. You know,
I appreciate it.
everything's expensive. If you change your mind, come into the office. The girls will help you out. And what I've just figured is $87 a month on top of your normal bill if you don't want to pay it all at once. Just know that that option is there. Okay.
Good. Let me ask you this. Do you have a plumber that you work with? I mean, who installed your toilets back in January? Pardon me?
William,
Gary? Mm-hmm. Why don't you give him a call and ask him just to come and check them, just to make sure? Even though they're not now, his experienced eye might see something that could create this problem again down the road. I don't want, I'm not trying to cost you more money, but I think that might be a wise thing to do, is just to have them looked at, just to be on the safe side. Do you have anything else, Will? Roger?
No.
Don? Okay. Thank you.
thank you guys.
Okay, moving on to stormwater. Before you start, any
I don't have no agenda.
further discussion, comments, questions, suggestions?
I think, speak from experience, I got a high bill. It's been a couple of years back, 2 or 3 years back, and I couldn't figure out for the life of me, couldn't figure it out. It was my downstairs toilet. And I literally went and did a test. Cause I got to shut off. I shut my meter off, made sure it wasn't leaking. Went back and turned it on and sit there and watch that toilet and looked how fast it gets away from you fast.
Oh, yeah.
So it would get better, like some buildings.
Mine didn't.
Oh,
I had to fix mine.
Yeah, like
but-
yours was just continuously high and you wondered why.
Yeah, because the flapper valve was leaking and
Weird, that's
you
not
would.
right.
Well, unless it got jiggled. some may have went to, been a bathroom not getting used that much over the weekend.
That's what ours was.
And then all of a sudden figured
Somebody went and
use
used
it.
it, kind of tickled it back.
Yeah, there,
It, like, sometimes it catches, sometimes it doesn't, and it just runs, and you hear it,
Mhm.
you jiggle it, and it goes back down,
mhm,
so.
And the whole time it's running water.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And unless you
Yeah,
hear your
Other
water
than you
running
hear.
through your
They say that
System.
80,000 gallon of water can go through a toilet in a day.
yeah, that flapper doesn't seat.
I've seen it locally.
It stays
then the
up, the
water-
water just bypasses.
water's continuing trying to fill the tank.
And I'm paying for that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's just going out that line and
And that's the reason.
literally right down the toilet.
Because it was going down the drain.
Yeah, it's literally going down the toilet.
Yeah, I feel sorry for her, but there's. Okay, moving right along.
Stormwater, we had a little bit the other night.
Yeah.
Um,
Almost to that.
really didn't do much. I mean, the Storm King didn't put any water in the Storm King and that. I did have some, Northeast has a pump that's out and there was some pylon, but I don't believe that my investigation, we overflowed that station at all. So, that was good. So we didn't have any calls, so that was okay. The other thing on stormwater, if you remember the last meeting, I told you that we were working on a cost to put a line in on Wheeler, take care of drainage issues there where, we've had O'Meara's dig it out once or twice over the last 5 or 6 years, and then people just start piling stuff back in it. And in my opinion, the best way to handle it is put a pipe in there, perforated pipe with a few catch basins and take care of the issue. Gary's went over and sucked leaves out of it and debris, and we've paid O'Meara's twice to re-ditch it, to help it with it, but it just, people just keep piling stuff in it, and it's just, which we do this way, it's gonna drain down through whatever they pile in it. So I have a proposal from O'Meara's to put a 6-inch pipe perforated with like 1, 2, 3, about 5 catch basins in it. There's a cross pipe that comes across the road. We'll put a catch basin there so we catch the water coming from the other side of the road. So the cost to do that project with stone and everything. Here's something. 42,475.
How long did Clint take him to do that? 2 or 3 days?
He didn't say, but I can't see it within more than 2 or 3 days.
Mhm. Well, like you say, it's something, seems like about once a year, you gotta go out there and clean it out, one way or the other. You just suck all the leaves up out of it or have them go out and re-ditch it.
Where's Wheeler at? That area tends to be wet anyway because the railroad track, doesn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
it? Wheeler comes off O&M is what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
It's off of Hayden.
Oh, yeah, off the Hayden Pike.
Oh, okay.
You know where Billy Hayden lives?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's back
Oh,
there,
okay. Okay.
back
Know
where
where
Keith built his new house
Yeah.
back in that area.
Okay. Keith's done a lot of work back there and dried up some of that railroad stuff. So, but I think this is the best way to solve it. And I know it's a fair amount of money, but,
Well, we had the same issue on Crestwood. It was poorly built when it was built. And it's another one that we had to come back and bend over.
that project worked. I mean, those people over there are happy.
Mhm.
It drains it well over there. So
You know,
this is
when you
gonna
built,
be,
when you built
it'll
those,
be a similar process. It's
Yeah.
gonna have perforated pipe, it's gonna have a gravel, envelope put on it, so where there's the water will store in the gravel and then it'll go out the pipe, so. It'll be a similar design.
Okay, any questions, comments?
It's money in stormwater, you know, since, the city's took care of a couple stormwater issues with us for the, you know, North Elm and Poplar, and those, so we got there's enough in our stormwater budget to pay for this easily. So I just entertain a simple motion and I'll move on it.
I'll make a motion to put in a drain and catch basin on Wheeler Street based on Russell's recommendation.
Okay, I'll second. Further discussion? All in favor? 4-0.
Thank you.
Okay,
I don't think I have anything else on storm on that. I did do the ditch over Spring Heights, I think it is, coming down from Pleasant down through there. Well, Tim had him, Omar's cut a ditch down through there to help that lady out with that, so. Hopefully all those streets will be blacktop soon. I don't have anything else in storm.
yeah,
Back to the stoplight.
He's driving down Poplar Street to go there. Every time. Every time let the road that's shut down. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, every time.
You drive right down there?
Every time. Every morning, I'm like, do not let me turn there, do not.
The problem is the street light is affected by, I don't know if it's reading the barricades or if they've, you know, messed with the
Hopefully
readers on the street or
hopefully it
what.
could be finished in the next week or so.
Oh, really?
I hope so.
everybody does.
I don't feel bad. I did the same thing.
No, I'm kidding, I'm not kidding, every single day. And I would.
I thought, they called the school and they asked me now that ain't going. So I don't have anything else on storm.
Okay, wastewater.
Collections, we got, we're gonna be, cutting in that T and the Y down southwest for the big diesel pump tomorrow. So hopefully that project goes as smooth as we're hoping. So, and then, today we got lucky. We had a line over behind, I guess it would be Pleasant, Malloy. We wanted to TV it because it's got a sinkhole on it. Well, we went about 2 foot from the camera and the camera hung in there. So it was pretty tight in there. I told Harold we're gonna have to dig it out.
Mm-hmm.
We called in emergency locates and then he kept messing with it. And it finally broke loose, so we didn't have to dig it up. So
Get the camera out.
got the camera out, so we were lucky there. So we got the pump at Northeast should be done tomorrow, so we'll get that all back in service, so we're good there. So I don't really have anything else.
Okay, any questions, comments for Russ? Anything, wastewater treatment plant?
Really, it's the same. There's not been anything out of the ordinary going on.
That's good.
On the collection, we do have another triply hydraulic leak on the vector. So it's going to a different shop this time. We're not messing with them because we got way too much money and a half a dozen O-rings to be replaced. So I'm taking it to a different shop. We'll have to take it up there, but I'm not spending any more money with that other company.
Some of that other was warranty though, but
No.
oh, okay. I thought some of that was on warranty.
He come down and did it on his cost once just because of what he put in leaked.
Okay.
but,
Mhm.
I'm just, obviously they can't get it. I mean, it's kind of nice they come down and do it, but when I need that thing, I need it. I don't need to be leaking hydraulic oil.
No.
So that's really all I've got. I don't really have anything else.
Questions, comments? Okay, Will?
Water distribution. Starting this Sunday, we will be doing our fall flushing. As usual, I've allocated 2 weeks for it, but hopefully it'll be a week. Beyond that, I do have renewal contracts for 120 Water for the management of our lead service line inventory. I don't have a printout for you guys or anything, but there's one for $2,895.42 for their mailers, mailing out for anybody that is a galvanized or lead line. That way they get notification. And then the main contract pages is 12,300. I believe that's just slightly higher than what it was last year. I think it was like 11,700 last year. And that's to pay for one of their service technicians to do like all the facilitating of the dashboard and implementing of information and all that. So it's one that we've paid yearly for 4 years now, roughly.
At least, yeah.
Yeah.
And this is another one of those things that if we had to do this ourselves, it would be time prohibitive, where they provide that service. And of course, this is a federal mandate on the lead copper service lines that we have to do.
And unfortunately, as the timeline progresses, they are getting more and more strict, requiring more and more information gathered and then distributed to the public. It is now that all primary schools, secondary schools, and child care facilities all have to be tested yearly, notified yearly of all results. I don't see this stopping progressing, which is a good thing. You know, we need take care of our children having, lead in the lines and everything.
No,
But
it's not going to
Do
go
you
away.
do it or you have to hire that out?
we take the samples, and then the samples are mailed off to a lab, to an EPA approved lab, and then the results are shared with me and 120 Water.
Okay.
And then thus far, last 4 years, 120 Water has been doing the majority of notification and communication with customers. We do have the few that come in or call in from time to time and ask, I got this letter in the mail, what does it mean? And a lot of people say, well, I've got lead in my water because of my pipes. And it's like, no, that's not what the letter says. The letter says you may, and you need to evaluate and test your water. So these guys help with that, and there's testing kits available and all that. So I guess what I'm asking is if I can get a motion to approve renewing the contract with them, both parts of it.
Okay, this time, could we get a motion to renew the contracts with 120 Water and proceed with the lead copper?
Y'all make a motion.
Raj makes a motion. Do I have Lindsay seconds? Discussion, comments, questions? All in favor?
Thank you.
4-0.
Moving on to the plant, unless you have anything else in distribution for me. Friday, at about 4 a.m. and logged in remotely to check my system, and I had lost all communication between half of my plant and the other half. So that's why I wasn't able to go out of country that day. Through some knowledge of my own and then eventually Torque Engineering coming in, that issue is resolved. We now know that it was a hardware failure a central point of our plant. Honestly, it was just a regular little switch you can buy from Walmart that should have lasted a lot longer because that one's only about 2 years old, but it just decided to fail. So we're looking at other options. One suggestion is upgrading the entire backbone of that system from Cat5, Cat6 regular Ethernet cables to fiber optics. It will be costly. I don't have an estimate right now, but it will be costly.
Much more efficient.
Much more efficient. And the way that our system is set up now, unfortunately, a lot of it has been cobbled together over the years. As one building has been built and more SCADA and PLC and HMIs are added, they kind of just splice everything together. And there's a part of our system that's still up there that was very popular in the 70s and 80s and is no longer supported.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of the central part of our SCADA program, SCADA network up there. So kind of at a critical point now, and we'll be ranked very high on my asset management plan as far as criticality of replacement. Because we have if we have a bigger failure of hardware, it's going to be crippling us. So Friday was fun. Beyond that, the plant is running well. Other than that major hiccup, we had a conference out of the fairgrounds, 1-day training, week before last on Wednesday. It went pretty well. I think it is the opinion of the Alliance Indiana Rural Water that Northland could be a yearly training area. I got some open communication with one of their guys on the water side. I think he liked the variable size and the features of the fairground community building.
Mm-hmm.
So
How many participants did you have?
there was 11.
11.
There was 12.
Even online?
No, there was none online.
Oh, okay, you just did it, okay.
Yeah, the online thing didn't go through because of the facility's capabilities.
Okay.
So moving forward, I may look at getting a hotspot and just activating during that time if we do have future conferences. That way we do have the capability of being online. And then moving on to that, we got a couple of employees and Kara going to a conference in Fort Wayne next couple of days. It's also held by the Alliance of Indiana Rural Water. Should be pretty informative, hopefully. In 20 years I've been here, no one from the water department's ever gone up there. It's a pretty big event up there. Of course, my apprentice, my operator in training, he's going to be up there. It's a requirement of his training to be up there.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as reporting on him, he has completed his first semester.
Mm-hmm.
So as of this pay period, he is getting a small raise as agreed upon between us and the Alliance. And he's in the upper 7% of his class.
Good.
So he's got a couple of guys. I think he's about fourth highest grade in his whole class of 30 some. I can't remember exactly. Yes. Yeah, he's pretty broad chested right now. So beyond that, I don't have anything else unless you guys got questions, comments.
Okay. Anything else for Will at this time? Okay. At this time, we have claims and transfers in the amount of $104,025.41. We have all looked at the claim vouchers. May I have a motion to approve? Lindsay makes a motion. Don seconds. Discussion, questions, comments? All in favor? Motion carries 4-0. Kara.
So like Will just said, we meeting, we were not here, to let them know about everything we learned, the voice system. It was really good. We got to demo the cloud and passed around the payment, the device that would be using. One of the seminars lasted maybe an hour and a half. It went over like taking every single different kind of payment that we can offer through the new cloud software, how to open accounts, close accounts, link accounts. And they even showed us the customer. Yes, they still have we still have the IVR phone line. A lot of the older customers call in, they always call through the audio. I didn't know that they offer that. So they're offering that as well. Sent the finalized paperwork to Charlie to sign today. He sent it back to me. Voice and Brian Whitney to call to finish up a few things, but we are. Yeah, they're gonna call and schedule sometime next week to get us on the books to start training and converting it.
Now they're converting at the same time, correct? In Charlie's office.
Nope. They are working on payroll right now, and they will come on when they're ready.
Okay.
Eventually, yes.
Yeah. But it's not gonna
No.
coincide with,
Not the same.
I think he wants to get payroll.
yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
We started there.
Today, he sent me the login, and that's what it was, I got.
Well, he said it was gonna go wild.
I already signed up, started using that book.
Yeah, I signed it too, I've not been using it. What?
Underachiever.
They said Joe, yeah, so. Okay, anything else, Kara?
I don't have anything.
Any questions, comments for Kara?
Russell, one more thing. Every year we do Speed Street. Every year I ask that we can do it large enough to get it purchased. Make sure that you guys are still on board. Yeah.
I see no problem with it. I think it's a good thing. Do we need a motion for that or just do it?
I don't think so because you'll approve my credit card thing. So I think last year, the year before last, it was $300. Last year, it was almost $450. But
Oh, yeah.
He didn't send me no.
Okay,
back.
kids love it.
That's good.
Kids love it. Okay, city council.
I didn't go. I don't know.
They didn't either. Unfinished? New business. Do you have anything, Russ? Under new business?
I don't think so.
Okay, I do have an item under new business. For the past several years, Will has been driving the old K9 Tahoe. It is needing quite a bit of money spent on it. There's no sense spending good money after bad. For those of you that are not a vehicle that has had large animals, an extended time, that vehicle did initially is just like a car that's been smoked in every day. You never get rid of it. Every time it gets damp, that odor just permeates out of everything in the vehicle. So I have a proposal here from Country Chevrolet to put in a truck. And there's no problem with that. It's under the $50,000 cap for requiring extra bids. Plus the fact, as busy as he is, he would not have had time to run to Greensburg, Madison, Seymour, wherever to have that old Tahoe appraised. The truck that they're talking about is a double cab, 26 Chevrolet Silverado, double cab, four-wheel drive, with a list price of $46,145. They are selling us the truck for $45,315. There is $4,800 bid assistance from Chevrolet and a $3,000 trade-in on the Tahoe, which is bringing the total purchase price down to $37,515. Well, the 3,000 is what impressed me. Because if it breaks, it ain't gonna bring that. There's the,
I would recommend, I'd recommend that.
well, I mean, that's the truth. If it breaks, it's not gonna be worth that. The mileage isn't that bad. It's under 100, but it's just, it was a police vehicle and they get abused. Yes,
Has
sir.
he put the bed lining in it?
Pardon me?
Has he got that bed lining in the price?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's something Will and I talked about. You know, if,
That's only a four-cylinder. That's only a four-cylinder.
what we say the tow capacity was on that?
9,000?
Oh, yeah, between 9 and 10,000
Are you
pounds.
kidding?
Yeah,
Wow.
As long as you ain't going up hills.
yeah, it's that, that high torque four-cylinder Chevrolet brought that 4 years ago.
You can't even get a 6 no more, can you?
No, they replaced it. This has got more torque and horsepower than the V6 that it replaced by a considerable amount of torque. So we need a motion to approve, disapprove, move forward.
And it's in the budget. I mean, he can handle it in his budget.
Yeah, this is another thing that we have all talked about.
That's
hmm,
Sue's not on.
We have an overabundance of money in the total. Sue has recommended that we spend
Okay,
some money before the end of the year.
okay.
I make a motion.
Lindsay makes a motion. Do we have a second?
Yeah, I'll second.
Roger seconds. Discussion. All in favor? Motion carries. Okay, does anybody have anything else this time?
Motion to adjourn.
Lindsay makes a motion to adjourn. I'll second. We're all in favor. Thank you for a good meeting.